Welcome to the Special Education Inner Circle podcast. I'm your host, Katherine Witcher, founder of the Master IEP Coach programs, and we've got something exciting happening this fall. So we are going to have our Master IEP Coach Fast Track. It is our last one of 2023. So if you've been thinking, maybe I want to be a Master IEP Coach, but I don't know exactly what it takes, this episode is for you. In fact, after coaching so many people through the Master IEP Coach programs, I can tell you there are typically 3 myths that we need to overcome to make sure that you feel confident that becoming a Master IEP Coach is the next right step for you. So the first thing is that you just need to know that a Master IEP Coach helps parents through the IEP process using collaborative strategies. Proven collaborative strategies. You build your own Master IEP Coach toolbox and you become that idea bringer, solution finder, team builder, and you're working independently, having your own solo practice. Like you're in control of your day, you're in control of your calendar, you're in control of how many clients you're working with, you're in control of. This is all about you building your own day, helping people through the IEP process in a way that just brings amazing results, both short-term and long-term, for all of our learners. So that's a Master IEP Coach. But there are 3 myths that I just mentioned, right? So there's 3 myths that are going through people's heads, and these might just be what's stopping you from becoming a Master IEP Coach. So let's talk about them. Number 1 is, I don't know enough to become an IEP coach. Like, I don't know all the things. Like, how am I supposed to help parents through the IEP process if I don't know all the things about all the things? Here's the deal. You don't need to know all the things about special education to be an amazing Master IEP coach. In fact, if anybody tells you that they know everything about special education, it's just not true. There's no way. I've been doing this for 25 years. I will never, ever say that I know everything about special education. But when you become a Master IEP Coach, we teach you how do you get really, really good in a certain area of expertise. And that area of expertise is based on your experience. See, if you are a parent, teacher, admin, therapist, you can be a Master IEP Coach because you have experience at the IEP table. You know things that other people don't know. You know things that you didn't know 3 years ago and you wish somebody would have told you. That's what a Master IEP Coach does, is they really hone in on their experience and they figure out how to be that leader for another family who is going through a similar situation because you're already 10 steps ahead of where they were. I didn't say that you finished the special education journey. I didn't say that you know everything. I'm saying that you're 10 steps ahead and you wish somebody would have told you those things, a long time ago, right? Like, why didn't they tell me this? You can be that person who is helping a family through the process so they don't have that same feeling. So when a Master IEP Coach doesn't know everything, they get really, really good at knowing specific things, and they work with specific types of clients, and we help you figure out what, that area of expertise is going to be. But then the next level is you get connected with other Master IEP Coaches, because sometimes you don't need to know all the things, but you need to know who knows all of the things, right? So if you are like, you know what? I am never going to be an expert at all of the standardized testing that happens and, eligibility testing that happens, like all of the what tests should be given, what do these test results look like? That's not going to be your area of expertise. Guess what? We have people inside of the Master IEP Coach Network that is their area of expertise. Or if you're like, you know what, I love working with families who are brand new to the IEP process. I've got moms asking me all the time, how do I make sure that my child is ready for kindergarten? How do I make sure that when they're going from preschool to kindergarten that the IEP is right, that the supports are right? And the idea of helping a family, let's say through that middle school transition, like through those years, those early teen years, and getting ready for all the things that come with middle school, like how do we make sure a child has access to their lockers, and how do we make sure that they have all the supports for, switching classes, and they're going to have multiple teachers. That you're just like, I don't want to be the expert in middle school. I want to help the parents who are new to the experience. That's okay. You absolutely can, because guess what? We have people inside of the Master IEP Coach Network who are absolutely experts, and they love working with families in that middle school, time period, or in that high school time period. You don't have to be the expert at all of the things. So that's myth number one, is that you have to know everything about special education to be an amazing Master IEP coach. Not true. You got to get specific and you got to get connected. Myth number two, you have to be certified, as in a certified teacher. A lot of times people see that we have certified teachers inside of our Master IEP Coach programs, and that's absolutely true. You can be a certified teacher and be a Master IEP Coach. Some certified teachers choose to stay in the classroom. Some certified teachers choose to leave the classroom and to do this full time. But a certified teacher absolutely can be a Master IEP Coach, but you don't have to be certified to be a Master IEP Coach. In fact, when it comes to IEP coaching or advocacy overall, there is no standard across the nation of what has to be done in order to call yourself an IEP coach. That's specifically why the Master IEP Coach programs were designed, is because we wanted to raise the standard and raise the level of training. And so, you know what? When you say you are a Master IEP Coach, that means that you've had extensive training and you are connected to a network of experts that can help bring the best of the best solution to parents. So you do not need to be a certified teacher. We get this question a lot from parents, from paraprofessionals who are like, oh, I see this from such a different side because I'm a paraprofessional in the classroom and I want to be able to help parents through the process. So there's all different parents who are helping parents, or paraprofessionals who are helping others, or general education teachers who don't necessarily have a certification in special education, or emergency certified teachers, because we have a lot of that happening right now in our world, where we have kind of the non-traditional teacher in the classroom, right? Because we have such a teacher shortage, we have a lot of different people who are in that role of teacher, and they're like, hey, can I become a Master IEP Coach because I really see some things that I want to be part of the solution for? And it's like, absolutely you can. So you don't need to be certified. So what you do need to be is dedicated. You need to be dedicated to making sure that every child is receiving a free and appropriate public education that meets their unique needs and is preparing them for further education, employment, and independent living. And you want to do this collaboratively. If all of those are in alignment with your values, then yes, absolutely, you can become a Master IEP Coach. Now, here's the third one, and this is probably the biggest one. People say, I want to do it. I'm willing to learn. I know I don't have to know everything. I'm willing to learn. Yes, I have experience at the IEP table. I know I don't need to be certified, but I want to be this person that people can go to, but I don't have time. I just don't have time. I'll just do it later. I'll do it when my schedule allows. Okay, guys, we all know that your calendar doesn't magically just free up, that you have to be intentional about what goes on your calendar. And what if becoming a Master IEP Coach actually gave you more time back into your day? Maybe not immediately, because yes, you absolutely, you need to learn, and you're going to have to carve out that time, and you have obligations on your calendar that you can't move right now. And I completely understand that. But if you make this a priority and you decide, yes, I want to be a Master IEP Coach, I want to help families through the IEP process, and I want to be in control of my own days. Again, we have teachers who decide, I'm going to stay in the classroom, but I need a side hustle. I need a side gig, and I don't want to go work at Starbucks. I don't want to go be a dog walker. I don't want to be a tutor on Sunday mornings. I don't want to do that. But I want to use my expertise in a way. This is great for that purpose. So you get to be in control. So it's giving you your time back in the way that you could get to control your calendar and how you do that. Maybe you're a parent who is a child of, who has multiple needs. Like, you're going to all the therapy offices, all the doctor's appointments, all of the things, and you're like, I don't have any time in my day to fit anything else in there, because you are balancing everything. What if becoming a Master IEP Coach helped bring additional income into your family, and then you could do something like not overthink when you just need to get the groceries delivered, and you don't have to think about counting pennies for the grocery bill. And I say that with true honesty. I was a single mom and sole income provider for me and my two girls for many, many years. And I've been there. I've been there where I've counted the pennies to make sure that I get my child her special diet. We had to go to Whole Foods, and everything just had to be, just had to read the labels. It was always the most expensive of all the things at the grocery store that she needed, but that's what she needed. So I counted my pennies and I made it work. And that was one of my first goals, is I want to be able to go to the grocery store and buy whatever my daughters need, and I don't want to have to count the pennies. So yes, I took the time to build my IEP coaching practice, but it actually freed up space in my mind. It freed up space just in my emotions of not over worrying and not having to overthink about all the things that I had to get for my daughter to make sure that she could be as healthy as possible. The other thing is, if you're balancing all the things, like you're balancing all the IEP meetings, all the after school activities, all the housework, doing all of those things. And I get it. Again, single mom here, not anymore. I am married with blended family. Life is much different now, but I remember those days. I remember that. And the first time that I could hire help into my house, it was amazing feeling. I'll be honest, I felt a little guilty at first. I was like, oh, I'm going to hire some help. Like, I should be doing this all myself, and I should be this, and I should be that. And I was like, no, I am designing something so I can be more present with my kids. I'm designing my days to make sure that I can take care of them, and then somebody else can help take care of me. And it became one of the biggest blessings in that season of my life. So what if taking the time now of saying, yes, now's the time to become a Master IEP coach, because I want this. I want to help parents. I want to figure out how to create this extra income for my family. I want to design my days. And I know it's going to be a bit of a crunch in the beginning, but I'm going to get to design my days in a way that it works for me and my priorities and my family and what needs to happen. So those are the three big myths. If you have been thinking any of those things, if you're just like, you know what, I have to know all of the things, and I'm pretty sure that I have to be certified, and I'm pretty sure that I don't have the time to do this. If those have been the blocks from you becoming a Master IEP coach, please know that they're absolutely not true. You can get through those. And if you have any further questions on those, don't hesitate to reach out. Go ahead, ask us all the questions. How does this program work? And how much time does it actually take? And what does it actually look like? And if you're listening to this after this fall session has been completed, then you'll be able to go on a wait list. And you can wait until we do our next session. But if you're listening to this and we haven't done our session yet, I'm going to encourage you to sign up to get more information. You don't have to make the commitment right now. I'm going to put a link below that talks about how to get your questions answered. We're going to have a couple of different ways to do that. You can send in emails, you can attend a live webinar. There's all different things, because I want to make sure that if this has been on your heart, if this has been on your mind, that you want to be that person to help parents through the IEP process. I don't want false thoughts to stop you from doing that. I hope to see you in our next Master IEP Coach Fast Track. If you have any questions, again, don't hesitate to reach out. And if this is not for you, but you know somebody that would be amazing at this, please go ahead and forward this to them and say, hey, I think you'd be great at this. Take a look. And if they have questions, they'll be able to follow the links and figure this out, because families are looking for help through the IEP process, and you could be the answer.